what he saw. All the thrills of anticipation were sensed at Aintree on the day of this year's Grand National. That's natural, of course, for the National is the greatest and most famous steeplechase anywhere in the world. Excitement increases as the moment comes for the off, and there they go, a comparatively small field of 29 on their gallop to the first of 30 jumps. The first fence has a habit of thinning out the runners, so it was on this occasion. Alberoni, Gentle Moyer, Swinton Hero and Whispering Steel all fell or were parted from their jockeys. So the problem of the loose horse was there to be coped with right away. The second jump provided an example of this. Coney Barrow took the lead as the field settled down and was first over the fifth, the one before Beecher. Now for Beecher's itself. Captain Beecher himself came to grief here in 1839, but today the field followed Coney Barrow over with no apparent trouble at all. With Coney Barrow still showing the way, followed by Legal Joy, St. Pierian, Ordnance, Punchdown Star and Royal Stewart, they thunder round the far end of the course. The Canal Turn is an awkward fence to take. The leaders fared well enough, but Statesman lost his jockey. Next comes Valentine's Brook. Coney Barrow and the rest seem to take it in their stride. Coming to the 12th jump now, and Coney Barrow still going strong. Border Luck, however, was definitely out of luck at this obstacle. Coney Barrow, Legal Joy, St. Pierian, Ordnance, Punchdown Star, Triple Torch and Royal Stewart were all prominent, but they're not halfway round yet. Over the 13th now, a thorn fence that accounted for Legal Joy. There are 16 jumps in the first circuit, and at the 15th we have to say goodbye to Triple Torch. The last jump of this round is the water jump, and it was here that Coney Barrow made a bad mistake. Somehow he and his jockey recovered, but they were passed by St. Pierian, Royal Stewart, Churchtown and Punchdown Star, who headed the field into the second circuit. Coming up to the 17th now, and all those still in the race took it without mishap. Beecher's Brook once again took no toll. Nowadays, Grand National runners seem to deal most ably with the more difficult jumps. The Canal Turn itself is a case in point. Valentine's is another, but now Churchtown was leading Tudor Line, St. Pierian and Royal Tan. It was Tudor Line and Churchtown in front at the 28th, and it was here that Coney Barrow fell. On the way home now, and thrills mounting rapidly as Churchtown and Tudor Line led from Royal Tan. Tudor Line was going very well, and when Churchtown blundered at the last jump at one, it looked as if Tudor Line had the race. But Brown Marshall was bringing Royal Tan along fast. Then at the last fence, Tudor Line cross-jumped, and away went Royal Tan, hell for leather. Tudor Line, strongly ridden by Slack, however, wasn't finished yet. Royal Tan kept in front, but Tudor Line was gaining on him with every stride. Nothing like this had been seen in the National for years. It was simply terrific. Royal Tan on the far side headed for victory, and victory he won by a neck. It was indeed a triumph for his owner, Mr. Griffin, his trainer, Mr. O'Brien, and his jockey, Brian Marshall. They all won last year with early mist. As for Royal Tan, who